Pashas Vayikra al kol korban chat akiv melach. Salt. And every korban, says the Shach and the Torah, one's table is considered a mizbeach, and that is why the pasuk says al kol korbancha. It should have said al kol korban on every korban, but no, it says korbancha, your korban, referring to your table. One has to place salt. Shulchan Aruch or Chaim Siman Kuf Samech Zayin Seif Hey Paskins, based on the Gemara in Brachos Daf Mem Amud Aleph, that one should not cut his bread until he has some salt on the table. Why is it so important to have salt on the table? Maybe in a new way, in Masayat Ksubis Samech Vav Amud Beis, we learn a Ma'aser. Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai was riding his donkey outside Yerushalayim, and he saw this girl who was taking some barley from the Arabs' cattle's manure. When she saw him, she stood in front of him and she said, Rebbe, parnaseini, Rebbe, give me something to eat. And he says, who are you? She says, I am the daughter of Nakdimon ben Gurion. He was a billionaire at the time, and Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai was very surprised. He says, what happened to all the wealth of your family? Where did it go? And she told him, don't you know there is a mashal that people use in Yerushalayim? Melach mamon chaser. Salt, money, you should take out. As if, what does that mean? Chazal explained, one who wants to save his money, wants to protect it. Just like salt protects the food and ensures that it stays, so too he should do with his money, give away some of the money to tzedakah. And some say, melach mamon chesed, do chesed, gmilus chasadim with your money, and this way you won't lose the money. So my family didn't do that, and therefore they lost their money. We learn from this ma'aseh, melach mamon chaser, that tzedakah is referred to as melach. If that's the case, now we understand why it's so important to place salt on one's table, because with that one can remember to invite those who don't have, to increase tzedakah, to give. With that, it really illuminates what Rabbeinu Bechaye says in Shemois Perek Chafei Pasuk Chav Gimel. He brings the minhag of Chasidim shebetzofas. There was a minhag of the pious people in France that they would use their own table, their living room, their dining room table, for their coffin, to show one leaves this world with nothing. He doesn't take anything, none of his wealth. The only thing that he does take with him is a tzedakah that he did when he was around, and the good that he did to others, that he invited them, and they dined on his table. With that, we can also understand maybe why the wife of Lot turned into a pillar of salt. So Rashi brings in Bereshis Yutes Chavav, she sinned with salt, so she turned into a pillar of salt, because her husband told her, give some salt to the guests, and she says, that's a terrible minhag. But according to what we said, that melach, salt, alludes to tzedakah, here's another reason why she turned specifically into a pillar of salt, because she did not do tzedakah. Now that she's going to be a pillar of salt, this will remind everyone who sees her the importance of giving tzedakah.